Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world is exploding with one of the most shocking rumors in recent memory. And if it's true, it's going to change the landscape of the league entirely. Sources are whispering that the Pittsburgh Steelers, long considered a team in a period of cautious rebuilding, may have just pulled off a trade that no one saw coming, targeting none other than superstar wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Imagine the implications. Jefferson, the dynamic, record-setting talent, potentially lining up alongside the Steelers' young core, immediately turning Pittsburgh into a must-watch destination on Sundays. The rumors suggest that the trade is structured in a way that's almost unprecedented, involving multiple draft picks and possibly even a key player from the Steelers' own roster to make the deal viable. Analysts are already scrambling to calculate the impact on salary caps, draft capital, and team chemistry, while fans are erupting on social media, speculating about how Jefferson's presence could elevate the team from a playoff contender to a legitimate Super Bowl threat. Every corner of the NFL community is buzzing, from veteran journalists to fantasy football strategists, because a move like this isn't just a roster change. It's a seismic shift in how teams are evaluated, marketed, and feared. The timing of this alleged deal only adds to the intrigue. Steelers' front office has been notoriously tight-lipped about their long-term strategy, yet insiders hint that negotiations have been ongoing for months, indicating a level of planning and ambition that is almost cinematic. Imagine the countless phone calls, private meetings, and backroom deals happening as executives weigh the potential risks and rewards of trading for a generational talent like Jefferson. Each step would have involved intricate evaluations of his current contract, performance trends, and injury history, combined with projections of how he would mesh with Pittsburgh's current offensive scheme. Fans are already envisioning the electrifying highlight reels, the long touchdowns, and the unforgettable plays that could emerge when Jefferson takes the field with his new teammates. Yet, there's also a sense of caution permeating discussions. Would such a massive acquisition destabilize existing relationships, or would it create the perfect storm for a championship run? Rumors suggest that the Steelers' management sees this as a calculated risk worth taking. And if true, the repercussions for the AFC, the entire league, and fantasy football enthusiasts could be monumental. Sources indicate that the potential trade isn't just a simple exchange. It's a chess match involving multiple moving parts that could reshape not only the Steelers, but also the broader NFL ecosystem. Draft picks in the next 2 years are reportedly part of the deal, which could have long-term implications on Pittsburgh's rebuilding process and their ability to draft emerging talent. If Jefferson were to join the Steelers, quarterbacks, offensive coordinators, and defensive schemes across the league would suddenly need to adjust, rethinking coverage strategies and defensive matchups in a way that hadn't been necessary before. Analysts are already theorizing that his presence could force opposing teams to double cover him, opening opportunities for other offensive weapons and fundamentally altering how the Steelers' game plan is executed. Meanwhile, fans are poring over mock rosters, imagining how Jefferson would fit with current receivers, running backs, and tight ends, debating whether this is enough to vault the Steelers into immediate Super Bowl contention. The rumor alone has ignited a frenzy across social media platforms, NFL forums, and sports talk shows, sparking endless speculation about the logistics, costs, and consequences of what would be an unprecedented move in modern football history. The financial aspect of the rumored Jefferson trade is another layer fueling the frenzy. Pittsburgh has historically been known for cautious financial management, yet whispers suggest they are willing to stretch cap space to accommodate Jefferson's salary, potentially restructuring contracts or releasing veterans to make room. This move, if confirmed, could redefine the Steelers' approach to player acquisitions, signaling a shift from measured development to aggressive talent pursuit. Experts are already speculating about how this strategy might influence other franchises, prompting rival teams to reconsider how they approach free agency and trades. The ripple effects extend beyond the field, impacting merchandising, ticket sales, and brand perception, as fans flock to see one of the most electrifying talents in recent NFL history in their colors. Every sports media outlet seems to be reporting some version of the story, yet the details remain tantalizingly vague, allowing the rumor mill to operate at full throttle. It's exactly the kind of headline that fuels heated debates, late-night sports talk, and endless what-if scenarios, keeping the excitement alive and anticipation building for what could be the most talked-about move in years. Insiders are also hinting that Jefferson himself might be receptive to the idea of joining the Steelers, adding yet another twist to this evolving story. Reports suggest that he's seeking a new challenge, possibly a team with a passionate fan base and a chance to compete immediately for a championship. If true, Jefferson's willingness could accelerate negotiations, pushing what might have been a slow, drawn-out process into something remarkably swift. Speculation is rampant about how he would mesh with the Steelers' locker room culture, a group known for resilience and toughness, traits that could resonate well with a player of Jefferson's caliber. The potential for leadership clashes or synergy is being debated endlessly, with fans imagining locker room dynamics, mentoring moments, and on-field chemistry. Every interview, tweet, or subtle social media post is being dissected for clues, as observers try to determine whether Jefferson's rumored interest is genuine or simply a negotiating tactic. The suspense surrounding this story is almost unbearable for football fans, creating a unique environment where rumor, speculation, and strategic maneuvering intersect, turning every conversation about the NFL into a debate about Pittsburgh and Justin Jefferson. The final piece of the rumor puzzle revolves around the impact on the broader league. If the Steelers manage to acquire Jefferson, other AFC teams would be forced to reconsider strategies, trades, and roster decisions, knowing they would now face a quarterback weapon combination capable of overwhelming defenses. The ripple effect would be immediate in betting lines, fantasy football rankings, and media coverage, with analysts and fans dissecting every possible scenario. The mere possibility of Jefferson in Pittsburgh has already ignited rivalries, fueled social media debates, and provoked hot takes that are spreading like wildfire across the football community. Each day brings new insider updates, some contradictory, others seemingly confirming small details, keeping the story alive and the excitement building. For the Steelers, the rumor alone is already a marketing victory, as fans reignite hope and rival teams brace for potential domination. In essence, this is more than a trade rumor. It's a phenomenon, blending drama, speculation, and anticipation into a story that could define this NFL season and leave an unforgettable mark on the history of professional football. Whispers from league insiders suggest that if Justin Jefferson were to make the leap to Pittsburgh, the Steelers' offensive identity could undergo a complete transformation, elevating from solid, methodical attack into a high-octane, highlight reel machine that could dominate headlines every week. Coaches and analysts alike are speculating that Jefferson's speed, route-running precision, and sheer playmaking ability could force the Steelers to adjust not just their passing schemes, but also their running game, creating a dual-threat offense that opponents would struggle to contain. Imagine Jefferson stretching the field, drawing double coverage, and opening lanes for running backs and tight ends, effectively reshaping how defenses prepare for Pittsburgh. The ripple effect would extend beyond on-field performance. Team morale, fan engagement, and media narratives would shift dramatically. Rumors indicate that quarterbacks in the Steelers roster may experience a newfound confidence and pressure to perform at peak levels, knowing that they have one of the league's most explosive receivers at their disposal. Social media platforms are already ablaze with fan theories, speculative highlight reels, and debates about how Jefferson could alter the trajectory of every game, every drive, and every critical play, fueling an unprecedented level of anticipation, excitement, and controversy that could dominate sports headlines for weeks, if not months. The speculation alone has made Pittsburgh the epicenter of NFL attention, even before any official confirmation. The strategic implications of this alleged deal are staggering, especially when considering the potential impact on draft strategy and salary cap management. Rumors suggest that multiple high-value draft picks might be moving from Pittsburgh to Jefferson's former team, creating a ripple effect across league front offices that could alter long-term planning for several seasons. Front office executives are reportedly analyzing every angle, from positional depth charts to financial projections, trying to assess whether the short-term gain of acquiring Jefferson outweighs the long-term cost of losing future draft assets. Fans are imagining scenarios where the Steelers' roster could become loaded with both star power and promising young talent, creating a dynamic team capable of dominating the AFC North and potentially the entire conference. Some insiders warn that mismanagement could backfire, turning a bold, headline-grabbing move into a cautionary tale about sacrificing sustainability for instant impact. Yet, the rumor mill insists that Pittsburgh's management is prepared to take that risk, banking on Jefferson's talent to tip the scales in their favor. The combination of potential success and uncertainty has created a perfect storm of speculation, keeping sports commentators, analysts, and fans on edge as every new tidbit of information is dissected and debated across platforms, fueling endless discussion about the Steelers' next chapter. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Social media chatter around this alleged trade has reached unprecedented levels, with fans dissecting every possible scenario and posting endless reaction videos, memes, and analytical breakdowns. Speculation runs wild about Jefferson's first game in a Steelers uniform, the jersey number he might choose, and even the style of celebration he could bring to Pittsburgh Stadium. Insider sources hint that Jefferson's arrival could also influence team culture, leadership dynamics, and the confidence of younger players, who may be inspired or pressured by the presence of such an elite talent. Analysts are debating how defensive coordinators across the league might need to adapt, whether double covering Jefferson would open up opportunities for other playmakers, or if the team's current quarterback could handle the added pressure of throwing to one of the NFL's most dynamic receivers. Every rumor, tease, and anonymous source is amplified in the echo chamber of online discussion, creating a whirlwind of speculation that blurs the line between fact and fiction. Fans are projecting highlight reels, imagining game-winning catches, and theorizing about playoff scenarios, turning the rumor into a full-blown cultural moment. Even without official confirmation, the possibility alone is enough to dominate the sports conversation, making Pittsburgh a center of attention in ways that few teams experience in the modern era. Insiders are also hinting at potential ripple effects within the AFC, as rival teams scramble to counteract the sudden surge in Pittsburgh's offensive capability. Coaches are reportedly considering personnel moves, defensive adjustments, and even trade possibilities to keep pace with a Steelers team that could be suddenly transformed by Jefferson's rumored addition. Fantasy football enthusiasts are already recalibrating their rankings, projecting how Jefferson's presence might elevate quarterbacks, running backs, and other receivers on the Steelers roster. The hypothetical scenarios are endless, from season-defining matchups to playoff-deciding performances. Each game would carry a heightened level of intrigue, speculation, and anticipation. Analysts are considering every angle, from offensive efficiency metrics to projected scoring differentials, while fans debate passionately on forums, podcasts, and social media platforms. The rumor alone is reshaping perceptions of Pittsburgh's competitiveness, creating a narrative that extends far beyond mere roster adjustments. Every insider update, no matter how minor or cryptic, fuels the fire, keeping fans and pundits alike on edge as they wait for confirmation or denial. In essence, the mere possibility of Jefferson joining the Steelers has become a storyline with as much drama, suspense, and excitement as any playoff matchup could offer, redefining expectations for the entire league. Another fascinating layer to this unfolding story is the personal dimension, as speculation surrounds Jefferson's potential motivations and mindset. Sources hint that he may be seeking a challenge that combines a passionate fan base, playoff potential, and the opportunity to be the centerpiece of an offense with a storied history. Rumors suggest that Jefferson's input in the negotiations could be significant, influencing contract structure, team fit, and even the timing of announcements. Fans are endlessly dissecting every public statement, social media interaction, and interview, looking for subtle hints that could confirm his interest in Pittsburgh. The narrative has become almost cinematic, blending elements of player ambition, front office strategy, and league-wide repercussions into a single, captivating storyline. Analysts are predicting how Jefferson's arrival could inspire locker room chemistry, leadership dynamics, and mentorship opportunities for younger players, potentially creating a culture shift within the Steelers organization. Even hypothetical discussions about his on-field integration, from route trees to practice habits, are sparking deep debates among experts and fans alike. The rumor has taken on a life of its own, transforming speculation into a shared experience that engages fans at every level, fueling excitement, conversation, and anticipation that shows no sign of slowing down. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.